Hello there. So you can see that we have error E1. One of the things that could cause this error E1 is if your this curve is loose. When it's loose, the pressure of the air coming into the curve is not able to dictate or make a reading. So that is going to give you that error E1. Another thing you want to check is the hose going into the machine from the curve. If it is loose, if this is loose, it's going to give you the error E1 because the air is not able to go through the way it ought to. So another thing you should check is if the hose is properly plugged into the monitor. So this is ensure that this is not loose. If this is loose, it's going to give you error E1, and then ensure that this is not loose also, that is properly plugged in. One thing that you should consider again is your battery. Ensure that your batteries are okay, that none of them is weak. Sometimes you might have four batteries inside and one or two of them might be weak, and that is going to affect your reading because it will come up with this error E1 often. So check, ensure that all your batteries are in good condition and okay. So that is that for error E1. So if after trying all of this, you've checked your curve is okay, it's properly positioned on the hand this way and it's not loose, and this pipe also is probably plugged in and it is not loose, your batteries are okay, none of them is bad, they're all okay, good, and have enough charge in them, you might want to consider replacing the curve. Probably there is a leakage somewhere in the curve that is making it impossible for this curve to hold enough pressure to be able to give you a reading on the machine. So you might want to replace your curve, try out with another curve. So if after doing all of these things and the problem persists, I'm going to show you how to fix it. I'm going to open this up and then I'll show you how to fix the problem from inside the machine, because at this point in time the problem is likely from the machine. If you've taken all those precautions and problem is still the same, the problem is likely from this machine. All right, I have 3 machines here with me. I have this digital blood pressure monitor from Omron. I have this from I Don't Care, and this is from Relion. So basically they all use the same mechanism. Make use of the same mechanism. They work with the same mechanism. So if you learn how to fix one, you'll probably be able to fix the other one. They're just it's the same mechanism. It's just minor differences, like where the buttons are positions, how many buttons, and a few other things. But basically the mechanisms is that they are the same. So let's start up with the problem of E1. So the first thing we want to do is to take out the batteries. So I have my 4 batteries here. I'm going to set it aside and then we are going to fix this. So we have some screws here, 4 screws at the back here that we need to remove. So get your screwdriver inside that area and gently remove the screws. So this is the top cover. Now what we want to look at is there is a valve here that is connected to the pressure pump. So most likely there is a leakage around that area. So be careful. This is a screen. Be very, very careful when handling this screen. So this is the PCB board. We just gently raise it up a bit, and then gently raise this. Gently raise this, and then raise it on this side this way. So if you look closely here, you will see what looks like a motor here. The main purpose of this motor is to pump air into this valve, and then it comes out through here, while this will take the air into the cuff so that the reading can take place. So something is wrong between this valve, between this pressure pump here and the valve that is letting the air out through this outlet. So let's solve the issue. So we're going to inspect this valve here. This is a connection point from this end that takes air into this end from this pressure pump here. So if your pressure pump is working fine and it vibrates, it makes a vibrating sound, and it's still giving you that error E1, that means air is escaping somewhere. So what I want to do is to check this pressure, this valve here. It's either that it has lost its consistency or is now loose and allowing air to escape. So what we'll do is to remove this and replace with another one. So there's a slight tear here. There's a slight tear here. So I'm going to replace this. You can order this online or check my In the description, there's a link to where you can get this if yours is bad. So I'll replace this. Alright, so I have another one, the exact same type. This is what I'm going to be replacing it with. So we follow through the same method. We are going to plug this in here. So fix this back, and then the screen. Alright, this is done. No screws inside. It's the top.